as I about fall off my table and it just went live. Hey, everybody. Did you see that move?
Yeah. What?
It looks like I've been drinking or something.
In the middle of the day.
So this was on my table, and I just out of my peripheral vision, I saw it put my elbow down there and flipped off the table. Oh my goodness. But hi, everyone. Welcome to Crafternoon with Patrice of Craftable Things and myself, Marilyn. Welcome here. Let's see. Looks like we have quite a few people that have been waiting patiently because Marilyn was having an issue with her bobbin and her life, but her bobbin. And I can't even blame it on Patrice. Patrice was on here before I got on here. So anyway, welcome, Patrice. Thanks for coming on to Crafternoon so that we can sew together.
Yes, I'm excited. I missed you. We haven't did a Crafternoon in like a month.
Yeah, I was going to say it's been a long time. Maybe we did one at the 1st of August. I'm not sure because I went back to work full time. Now, this is just watered down iced tea. There's no whiskey in this. I am not drinking, even though I fell off my table.
The fact that you have to put that disclaimer out there is a little bit strange, Marilyn.
Well, after I fell off my table, I feel like I do. Oh, goodness. All right. So I'm going to say hello really quickly. Hey, Stacy. And I don't, you don't sew, Stacy. Stacy, do you have a sewing machine and you're just not letting us know that? Because you need to. I was on 4 hours last night and I don't embroider either. I know, me too. Well, I do embroider very little, but very little. Very little. I'm a baby embroiderer.
We're going to change that. Like, why do you need that Husqvarna?
Husqvarna over there. We need to work more together. All right. Let's see. Hey, Ebony, Creating with Tuck. Karen Knighton. Hey, Up Designs. Hey, Rachel. Sew and scraps in the same sentence. Yay, I'm here for it. This is going to be a scrap buster project. It's going to be great if you happen to ever carry these little things of Kleenexes. So I have a whole pack here, and I tend to take them to funerals. I know that sounds weird, but I tend to take these to funerals, and when I do, I'll take extras in case there's people around me that need them. But I think after, can you hear my husband's muscle car pulling into the garage? I think after making a couple of these, I might take one of the little pouches to school with me with one of these in it, because I'm always having kids come in that have a cold or something needing a Kleenex, and I can hand them the cute little pouch with this in it. I think they'd love that.
Will they love it, or will you love it? Will you love
Well, I'll love it. They'll probably think, oh, Mrs. Hay, you're so old. But not if I'm using cute things like bunny rabbits. They would love that. Cute things like animal print. They would love that. Oh, goodness. Okay, I'm going to run through. Hey, Naomi, Willie Roseman. Hey, Karen, Penny Smith, Sandra, Heather Hunter. Welcome. Hey, Gail. Judy, hello. Hey, Valerie. Hey, Merlinda, Picture Me Crafting. Hey, Renee. Hi, Ethel. Gail Designs, hello and welcome. Hey, Martha Jordan. Minerva, Lucille. Hey, Carol, Daisy, Alice, Cheryl, Linda Gray, Kingsbury Crafts. Hey, Jesse. I wonder if Jesse sews. He does embroidery. Hey, D. Smith. Let's see. Hey, Starla. All right. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Faye. Okay. EJ's daughter, she says, my sewing studio while watching, ironing fabric and a little sewing while I watch. Is anybody going to sew this along with us? Let me know. Hey, Twana. Hey, Kels. Hey, Tanya. Hey, another Sandra. Welcome. Sandra Ellison. Welcome here. Hey, Ms. Jazzy. Elevate Artistry. Renee Meyer. I might have said hi to you already. Twana. Okay. Hey, Sam. Monique. Hey, Mary Brown. Hope you're doing okay. Hey, Lily or Marta. Lily Simple Creations. Marta. All right, Laura E. Miss Nini. Okay. I'm going to, hey, Wanda, scroll. Hopefully, if I see anybody. Hey, Maritza's Yarn and Crafts. Okay, I'm going to scroll so we can get ready. Hey, Deb, welcome. So excited for your first live. Welcome here. We're so happy to have you.
Yes.
Hey, poor D-Tam. All right. Hey, Eve. Does anyone in here have their sewing machine out? This is a real simple one, Judy. You can do it right along with us. We're going to go slow while we do this project. Hey, Eugene. First time catching us together. Welcome. Patrice is a hot mess when we're together. I'm just going to forewarn you. She is a hot mess when we're together.
It's never me, Marilyn. So the reason why you guys don't see me often with Marilyn is because Marilyn doesn't always invite me.
Stop it.
So this is a touchy situation. This is a touchy situation and subject for Marilyn.
No, it's not.
So just be careful. Okay?
Even though I can see my face getting red. Okay, if you're new to us, it is not either. I always invite her. Almost always invite her. Once in a while, I feel like I need to put on big girl. Once in a while, I feel like I need to put on my big girl pants and do it by myself and give poor Patrice a break because she's super busy. She works full time. She has her bling box business. She does YouTube. She does Etsy. She does her own website. She's on live like 3 or 4 times a week. She's super busy. So once in a while, I have to give you a break, Patrice.
I love you for that, Marilyn. I know that anytime you don't invite me, I know that you are thinking of me when you don't invite me so that I can get some rest because I do go overboard. But I will always tell them when you don't invite me. I will always tell them.
Kristen, quit it.
Yep. Kristen, oh my goodness, Kristen, you understand what's going on all over the place. She understands. She understands. Kristen, I love you. Thank you.
So Naomi says she could see these selling well at craft shows, and they're barely going. They would be great stocking stuffers. I hadn't thought about that. They're barely going to cost anything. So let's go ahead and start getting our project done. Okay.
So I can put this inside of my fanny pack that I'm going to give to everybody, and I can put it inside of the fanny pack so they can have some when I'm at work too.
Yeah.
Marilyn?
Yeah. See, I was thinking of you when I found this.
I don't think so, but
all right. So what we are going to do, let me move some stuff out of the way. We are going to start with just some small pieces of fabric. And so I called this a scrap buster. I'm hoping I have enough of this little piece of fabric to get a corner out right here. I think I do. I hope I do. And then I'm going to pair that with my little bunny rabbit fabric. And again, it is to make a little cover for little things of Kleenexes. In this project, you're using 2 pieces of fabric. If you want everything to be the same color and everything, you could use the same color, but of course, we're going to have coordinating fabrics. For the main body, for the main fabric that's going to show, you can use a decently large print. Boy, this is sticky. You can use a decently large print. Like I saw a lady that used a really large print and there was no repetition on the outside whatsoever. But on the liner fabric is going to barely show. There's going to be trim that shows on your main fabric. So you want it to be probably a smaller pattern or even a solid color for the liner fabric. Okay. For the liner fabric, we are going to cut. Now this is my first time to make it, and I saw people making all different sizes. So they were using the size I'm going to use, or a little smaller or a little larger. So I went with kind of the one in the middle, and we'll see if that works out right. If it doesn't, then I will adjust my next one, and I'll let you guys know what I adjust it to. But for my lining, I'm hoping that I can get 8 inches by 5.5 inches. So is this, ooh, that doesn't look too promising. 8 inches. Can I get 5.5 inches? No. Okay, let's see. I can get it down here though. Yeah, so I can do 8 by 5.5. And so the first thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and square off my corner. And the only clear ruler that I have, that I don't even know where I got it. It's so old, it's never been opened. I probably got it when my grandmother passed away, honestly. Which was, I don't even want to say what year that was. But I'm in hauling this thing around with me every time I move. So I'm going to use this right angle. My fabric has a straight edge here. And so I'm just going to get this bottom one straightened up. And it's pretty close. Now, if you've been on with us before, when I've done a live and I use my rotary tool, you probably remember it's pretty dull. Now, let's see. Hopefully I find it. Hold on, it might be right over here. Not good. Okay, I have a second rotary tool. I think I do. Does anyone else ever lose anything?
Yep, all the time. Especially when we're on live, I always lose things.
All right, I'm just going to cut it with scissors. I will mark it and cut it. That is what I will do.
I don't have any cute.
I have these marking pins that with heat, the marks disappear. So that's what I'm going to do until I find my rotary tool in the middle of the live.
It's okay. No stress, Marilyn. No stress.
Renee said all the time, that's why I'm trying to organize my space. Hey, Martin. Hey, April. Hey, everyone. Hey, Tracy, I see you. Hey, Janita. So, Jesse, I didn't see if you answered me. Do you also sew, or do you stick with embroidery? And you guys know Patrice is always has her stuff cut out way before I do.
Well, nothing's cut out. I just have my 8.5 by, my 8 by 5.5 that you told me for the lining. And what's next?
Okay, so you need 8 by 5.5 for the lining, and then you need a 7 by 5.5 for the main part of the outside. Now, let's find my good fabric scissors.
So we did 2 pieces of fabric or 3?
Just 2.
Oh, she really went and got a simple project for us to do today.
I did, but it's so cute. Now, I did see one lady who did this with 3 different types of fabrics because she wanted her, I don't remember why. It made no sense to me, to be honest. It's like they look super cute with 2 pieces of fabric. So And they turn out looking about the same. I like this method better. Now, the one thing I am wondering is, I saw one person who boxed their corners. You know how, like, with a purse, you might, or a tote bag, you might box your corners, where you kind of turn it and then cut across it. I saw one person do that. She's the only person I saw do that, but I'm kind of interested in trying that.
We can try it.
So I might do one with and one without.
Do you think I could make this with some faux leather?
Maybe.
Or maybe too thick?
If your liner is just the thin cotton, maybe. You want to try it for your second one?
Yeah.
Notice how I just tell you that you're doing a second one? I didn't tell you that until you came on live, did I?
I tell everybody you're so bossy, but nobody nobody believes me. So the fabric, let me cut that. Nobody believes me, but it's fine. I'm not harp on it.
Patrice, you know that's not true.
Carolyn, you know it. You know. And then you're laughing.
Oh.
It's a hot mess. A hot entire mess. These things, this material I got from Amazon, we're going to see how it is. It's kind of flimsy.
Is it a cotton fabric?
Yeah. That's fine. I'm going to get me some more. I need to go to Mood. I wanted to go to Mood before I went back to work, but it just did not happen that way.
What about moving?
No, to Mood, to this fabric store called Mood.
Oh, okay. I was like, Patrice, you just got your craft room all perfectly set up. You can't move now.
I know, right?
And Taylor's, at college, and she'd come home to some house that she didn't know.
I know, she wouldn't like that. She really wouldn't. But I keep telling her I'm gonna switch her room up, and she's like, "Don't touch my room.
Don't touch my room." So I was the youngest of 4 kids, and each time one of them left, I might have told you this before, I don't know, but I shared a room with my sister. So there were 4 kids, my mom and dad. We had 4 bedrooms, so 2 of us had to share. Well, mom and dad shared, and then I shared with the sister just older than I am. Her name's Deborah. And then when my brother, he was the first one to leave. He went to college, and I took his room. And then my sister got married, so I took her room. And so I literally lived in every bedroom in the house except for my parents.
That's what happens when you're the youngest.
Yep. Let's see. Up Designs asked, could we share the colors in our shirts? So in my shirt, oh my goodness, Dimps, you know the color that is outlined and down here. Crystal Golden, I think the name of it is. Make sure you measure and mark off the same amount. Okay, thank you. That bigger fight. Okay, good point. So Crystal Golden for my outline. And then the yellow in here is citrine. The brown in here, which is right here, is coffee. The orange is called, oh no, Patrice, what's the orange? Hyacinth. And then the green is winter green. And these all these are stones from the Baby's Booty store. Which, let's see when that buy-in ends. September 8th. Kristen said she moved up and down the hallway too. Okay, so this one is 5.5 by 8. I need a 5.5 by 7. Let's cut that out. Now, one thing that I know is I'm probably going to have some upside down bunnies. I hadn't thought of that.
It's okay.
Or maybe they'll just be sideways. I think if I go this way, maybe I'll be okay.
I think it's going to be fine.
It's gonna be great.
Yep.
And then I have some of this. I don't know if this is called selvage or what, but the factory finish, it has a little bit of a different texture over here. So I'm going to cut that off. I'm just going to, I can leave a little bit of it that would be covered by my seam allowance, but I'm mainly going to cut that out or cut that off. Okay, so this one is 5.5 by 7. And I didn't notice, is anyone out here making this with us? Let us know if you are. And if you don't have things ready, by the time we're done with the first one, you could make one when we do the second one. Cassandra says, my Walmart has a lot of the Waverly 1-yard fabric on sale for $2 to $3. I need to go check it out.
Mm-hmm.
I saw, was it in Eve's live or your live? That did you just hear Tim sneeze? Oh my goodness. that some of the Walmarts don't have bolts of fabric anymore. Ours does.
They stopped that? Some of them?
That's what I saw somewhere. Maybe it was Eve's live. I can't remember. But yeah, some people in the chat were saying their Walmarts never or no longer carried fabric on the bolt.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah. Ours still does. Well, last time I looked, I don't get there all that often. So have you been loving this 3-day weekend?
Yes.
It was wonderful. Last night I was like, Tim, I don't even have that same stress of what you usually have on Sundays about having to
go back
the next day.
Yep. I felt great.
Yes, it was wonderful. Eve said her Walmart no longer carries bolt fabric.
Oh.
And yesterday it was 90 degrees here. And today the high was going to be 70.
Oh.
Yeah.
So your weather is all over the place.
Mm-hmm. It is. We could have ice and snow one day, and then it could be, 60 degrees the next.
Mm. That with rain. So with rain, like it'll be sunny at 2:51, and at 2:51 and minutes, it's a torrential downpour. That's kind of how we work.
We go to Colorado a lot in the summer, almost every summer. And out there, I swear it rains every morning. And then most afternoons, and this is in the summer. I'm in there a couple times in the winter, but predominantly in the summer. Mm-hmm. And then in the afternoons, it clears up and it gets really pretty. Karen D says her Walmart has both pre-cuts and bolt. All right, I need to watch the chat more. Hey, Sweeney.
If I sat down, I could watch it and be a good co-host, but I can't. I'm over here.
You can't sit down. Why can't you sit down?
I can't. I'm cutting up my fabric for both. Maybe I'll make 3, depending on how quick this.
Ooh, look at you. Y'all know Patrice is extra. She'll probably have 3 done in the time it takes me to get 2 of them just cut.
No, you gotta show me what I'm doing.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So after the first one, you'll take off. And you'll go really fast.
Got it.
Treat dealer shirts. Going to sew some dog crate blankets. And poop bag holders. Okay, so I am using this little mini press from X-Tool. I haven't used it before. We'll see how it goes. I thought that I had to have this separate device to set the temperature on it, but it turns out I don't. You can just use it just like any other mini press. And maybe I have to hold it down. Oh, these lights are so dim. Wow. So the lights, you can barely tell, but there's 2 lights that have a little ring around them. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. It'll be fine regardless.
Yep.
Hey, Debbie. Hey, Ruby. Okay, let's scroll back, see if anybody's doing this with us. If not, somebody's got to go get their sewing machine. Hey, DB. $91 in Texas, which is probably good for you. If you're down there like where Gail is, where it's really, really hot all the time. Hey, Angel B.
Hey, Angel.
Angel, did your boys enjoy, I think it was Cedar Point. I think that's where she was going. The Sunday Scaries, yeah. All righty. I don't see that anybody's doing this. Not yet.
Nobody's doing it with us?
I don't think so. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. All right, it's hot. And iron my fabric. And so let me pull this way down. These pins are so cool. I don't know if you guys, whoops. I don't know if you can see, but see the ink line in that corner? After I iron it, that ink line will be gone. Now, I did put a piece of fabric in my freezer that I had used this ink pen on, because I had seen where people said if the fabric gets cold, it comes back, and mine did not come back. See, that ink mark's gone. All right, little bunnies. Sorry to heat you up, but I have to do it.
Oh,
Poor little bunnies.
I'm just saying, and you just have no type of remorse or anything. Carolyn.
my evil laugh.
Yeah, that was a little strange, but okay.
It's from all this tea I'm drinking, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm telling y'all, she keeps making a point to make sure that we know that she's just drinking tea.
I swear.
I don't know.
I swear. Bring me a Bible. It's just tea.
At this point, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Let me know when you have 1 sec, or when you're ready.
I'm ready whenever you are.
You're ready. Okay.
Yeah, Mom. I have a tree cut. You ready?
Evelyn says, what kind of tea? It's not Long Island tea. It's just iced tea. Decaf. I think it's Louisiana or Lipton. I'm not sure. Decaf tea. Hi, Robin Braxton. Okay. So we have our little short piece, Patrice. And then we have a long piece. You're going to put them pretty side together.
Okay.
And
So
you're going to meet up.
The short piece is the lining, right?
The long piece is the lining.
Oh, the long piece. See, I need to know. Okay.
And I didn't really get mine cut so perfectly, but it'll be fine. It's always fine.
I gotta get cool.
And hopefully my bobbin is working well. Because I really was having problems with it before the live. All right, Sharon. Oh, good. Sharon's going to try it with us on our second one.
Yay.
So I'm sharing an extension cord between my little iron and my sewing machine. And the cord of my sewing machine is stuck. So before I try to do anything on this project, I'm going to go ahead and just stitch something to make sure that we're not going to mess it up. Or at least we won't mess it up because of the bobbin. We might mess it up for some other reason, but not from the bobbin. There is no telling what you guys can see over there. This room is a wreck. Okay.
All right, guys.
All right. It looks to be fine. Yes, it looks to be fine. Good deal. Perfect. Okay, so Patrice, we're going to line up one of the ends of each fabric with the two pretty sides together.
Okay.
And so you should have more of the liner showing than the other one.
Gotcha.
I don't know why I put my clips on here because as soon as I lay it down on my machine, I take them off. But then we are going to sew straight down that side with about a 1/4 inch. What's that thing called? You know what I mean.
Inch allowance.
Yes, that. And I'm going to, so that my machine doesn't bunch my fabric up, I'm going to backstitch very, very slowly. Well, I'll go forward a little bit first. But you know, I sew really slowly. So anyone that hasn't seen me sew on it live, it's kind of ridiculous.
No, it's not.
I sew really, really slowly. Okay.
Are we going to sew all the way around or just one
Nope.
side?
We're just going to sew straight down that side. So you're going to do a little bit of a back stitch on each end or top bottom, whatever you want to call it. Look at me picking up speed. And then I'm going to find something that I can kind of hold my fabric with.
I'm going to show you this thing that I bought. I don't know when I did it. For our projects, and I meant to have it ready, like, so we can use it.
Now I'm excited. I like it when I get to look at things other people spend their money on.
Somehow I bought 2 of them. I'm going to send it to you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know how I bought 2 of them, but it happens.
Thank you. Okay, so my line isn't really perfectly straight, but it's straight enough.
All right.
Okay, you already did yours?
Yep.
Okay, so now you're going to, lay it back down. We're going to pull this end down to this edge.
Oh, what did I do wrong? So maybe I did something wrong.
Let's see it.
See, look. So that's the one side, but I kind of stitched here.
Oh, so you went around the corner?
I need to go around the corner. Let me see yours. I was supposed to go from the bottom.
So it was laying like this, pushing down one side.
I gotta take it out.
I failed you as a teacher.
You didn't. I did the side. That's what I did. You didn't.
That's okay.
As a teacher.
That's okay.
Oh,
you have a seam ripper, right?
I don't know where the seam ripper is. I'm gonna use these little tiny scissors that I have a lot of seam rippers. That's the sad part.
It's kind of like my husband who has, glasses in every room.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, don't know where it went. Hold on.
Okay.
It's gonna be fine. If you want to keep going, keep going. Okay, somebody's following along.
Well, I'm gonna wait. I don't think anybody else is doing it anyway. Hey, Barb. Barb's out there meal prepping.
Oh, Barb, I should be meal prepping.
Oh, her company just left.
Oh, Barb, did you have a good time?
I think they've been there since Friday. Maybe during your live that she had to go. Yeah. Bevy Jean says I slow really, really slowly too, or I rip very, very lots. Oh. Kristen, no, I have not. I haven't even pulled the thread through with other thread. Naomi, I might have to get a hold of you. I'm going to try the first time just to tie it on to the other thread like some people do on embroidery machines and pull it through and play with it so I really understand kind of how it works. Hey, Gma Rose Gems, welcome. Oh, Linda said, okay, let's try this again. I said hi, then had to run out. Now I'm back home. Woo. Linda, you should do this project with us.
Which Linda? Miss Linda Gray?
Linda Gray.
Miss Linda Gray.
Uh-oh. Merlinda might be doing it. She said she forgot to check her bobbin. LOL.
Aw.
Evelyn, yes, I have a serger, but haven't used it yet. I got it when it was on sale online through Walmart.
And my friend Tim got it for her for their...
that's right. That's right. So, yeah, shortly before our anniversary, I was like, hey, I don't have anything for you yet. What do you think you'd like? And then if you don't have anything for me yet, I have something I'd like. So he's like, sure. So he went and bought it.
Right. I'm just doing the bottom, right?
Yeah, bottomers, whatever. You're doing a short side. I'll put it that way.
The short side, the side where...
So
I know what you mean.
5.5 inch side.
Yep. The 5.5 inch side.
Yes. So where
they meet, right? The side where they meet. I got you.
Yes.
I got you, Mary Bear.
Okay.
I'm gonna make you proud. Don't worry.
Hey, Deborah. So, Linda, we are making little tissue covers for these little things of tissues that you might throw in your purse or take to funerals, that kind of thing. That's what we're doing because Marilyn picked the project and Marilyn picks easy projects.
We're going to work with your serger next.
Oh, wow, Barb, that's awesome. Yes, like making a book along the spine. Hey, Donzel. So, Naomi, I have 4 spools. I think I got 4 spools of black. It was buy 3, get 1 free. So I bought 3 and buy 3 and get 1 free. 8? No. Buy 2, get 1 free. I don't know. I think I have 4 blacks and 2 whites. So I need to get 2 more whites and then 4 more of another color.
I'm already Mare Bear.
All righty. So now what you're going to do is you're going to pick up the other end or side and move it down to the edge. So one piece of fabric, like if you try to pull them tight, you're not going to be able to because one is longer than the other. So I'll show you again. Here they're sewn right down this side. Just going to drag this over. And we're going to sew it now along this end or side or whatever you want to call it.
Uh-huh.
So same thing on the other end.
All right. So 1/4 inch seam allowance and just stitch it across, right?
Yeah. And we're stitching on the 5.5 inch, the other 5.5 inch side.
Okay. Gotcha.
Now we're cooking. Zoom. Now,
Over there being Speedy Gonzalez?
instead of back stitching, I'd rather just turn it. Do what, Patrice?
I think you're over there being Speedy Gonzalez.
Oh, going so fast.
Yes. I'm over here stitching slow.
Now, you don't have to. I only saw one person do this. But if you're a seamstress, you probably have some pinking. I think they're called pinking shears. I just got these within the last 2 weeks off of Amazon. And supposedly it makes it where your threads don't, or your fabric doesn't unravel or something like that. So you can cut along the edge, but plenty of people didn't do anything like this. So it's not a big deal.
There's like that, but not for fabric. Need to get some? Looks like I do.
You use them for like cardstock and stuff like that.
Yeah, Kristen said helps with fraying. I have freight check. Do I need to put some on there now or I have to wait?
Nah. Nobody, hardly anybody did this, but you know, I'm trying to be a real seamstress and, you know, do things.
You know?
And I just like buying tools to use in my craft room. So, you know, I got them. Okay. Probably shouldn't have done that over my ironing surface, but there we go.
Hey, Laura. Laura said that she was looking for those. I think she said she was looking for those.
Oh, the pinking shears?
Yeah.
I got mine off of Amazon.
That's what she said. She's headed to Amazon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're cute. They might have had multiple colors. I can't remember. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to press our seams.
Oh, you didn't tell me to take out my little mini press? Let me get it.
I should have copied from the video description, shouldn't I have? So you saw everything instead of just the fabric. Y'all, I did her dirty.
All the time, but it's okay. We're not gonna talk about it because that's what she said.
Oh, we're gonna talk about it.
That's a touchy subject. Hold on, I'm gonna run and get that thing I want to show you.
Okay.
It's for stitches.
All right. So, man, it is really hard to see. That would be one of my suggestions to him is make those buttons light up better. Now, if you have something that you can open these with, it might be a little easier. I don't even know if these were the seams I was supposed to cut like that. I have a feeling it was later on. I think it was later on, and now I can't even get them open. Okay. It was like turning one of those little bitty 4x4 pouches inside out. darn near impossible. Okay, here we go. So try not to burn your little phalanges. Wow, I barely got on some of this fabric. I didn't line it up so perfectly. Okay, now we're going to do it on the other one. Oh gosh, I didn't know there was all those comments down there. Hey, Nikki. Then we're going to press this other side. So for those of you that sew a lot, Naomi, Barb, Dimps, Rachel, do you think I should have rick-racked these or zigzagged cut these, or should I have waited? I'm not sure these, I probably should have waited. These would have been easier to press down. And now that I think about it, I don't really remember people cutting this part with those scissors. It's a later part that they do.
So we're just pressing the seams, flattening out the seams?
Yes. So you're going to, I saw it done 2 different ways, but you're going to separate the seam and then iron down the middle. Okay. A couple people that I saw, they actually pressed them both the same way versus splitting them.
Okay.
So
we're splitting ours? I'm
splitting mine. And
I don't know what you do.
Okay, we're splitting ours. Okay, let's make you big and see what this is.
Oh. So I got these seam guide rulers to help you.
Oh, are they wood?
No, it looks like a little acrylic piece. I'm gonna open mine. I'm not gonna open yours, so you can know that it's brand new.
Ouch.
Maybe I can test yours out.
Yeah.
And then just to make sure that it works good for you.
Yeah.
See, it's like an acrylic seam guide ruler.
Oh, nice.
Little holes in it to help you stay on course.
Wow.
Isn't that pretty cool? And you see?
So cool. Thank you. And Deborah said those work really well.
They do. And then there's a magnet attached. Like you get a magnet. I already have a magnet, but you get like a magnet to help you. A magnetic seam guide.
Nice.
So I hope this helps you.
I'm going to up my game.
Me too.
Rachel said she has one of those rulers.
Do you guys, they like it?
Deborah said that they work really well. So I know she likes hers.
So yeah, so I don't know how I end up getting 2 of these, but I'm gonna send this one to you.
Thank you.
So, thank you, Marilyn. You're such a good friend to me.
Aww.
Even though sometimes you don't invite me, but
Baby Jean says I love gadgets. I do too. I used to be my family called me the gadget queen, but it was kitchen gadget. All right.
Uh-oh, hold on. I'm almost done, Marilyn. I'm gonna iron this one other side and do them both at the same. And then we're gonna, after this part, you wanna go ahead and tell us what we're gonna do next while I'm just
Yep. After she does that, we're gonna flip the material. And then your liner side is longer than your main side. So you're gonna have this little extra fabric here. You want to try to have it flat so that you see about equal amounts of the liner fabric on both sides. So for example, it looks like I have about the same amount of the bright pink showing on both sides. So since I do, I'm going to go ahead and iron it down. At this time, there was one person that actually did a top stitch, but nobody else that I saw did. So
a top stitch on her sides?
she did a top stitch. Let's see, where did she did a top stitch like on the gray fabric right here. But I'm not going to on this first one. I figured nobody else did, and they looked great. So we'll go with that.
On the gray fabric?
Yeah, did a top stitch on the gray fabric.
Very close to the other.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one lady I saw do it, she even did, her top stitch was like heart shape. So she must have a machine that does all kinds of stitches. My machine that's 30 years old does not do hearts.
I'm going to do a top stitch.
Kristen said, you are going to? You're doing a top stitch?
Yeah, I think I'm going to do one.
Then I'm going to do a top stitch too.
Oh, no. You don't want to do it? I don't have to do one.
No, I'm doing it.
Oh. All right.
I'm not going to. We'll see. We'll see how you look.
Giving me conflicting emotions.
Oh. Kristen says she likes the little rulers with the little slide. Oh, wait. Is that like those little rulers with the little slide gauge? I think so.
Yeah. I think.
Let's see.
So, Mirror, it's going to leave like a little hangy tab once I top stitch over the main fabric.
A little hangy tab?
Yeah, like it's going to have, this is going to be hanging over a little bit, but I'm just going to top stitch straight down.
Yes. So have you ironed yours down and stuff? Like yours looks like that? Okay. So then, yeah, if you want to top stitch, she top stitched on my fabric. It's the gray fabric.
Mm-hmm.
Probably about as far away from the seam as what you see of the pink material. So you know how you see maybe a 1/4 inch of pink material? Uh-huh. She did her top stitch about a 1/4 inch away from
that,
the seam.
Okay.
But
okay, I'm gonna just go and do it. That's what I could change up my stitch. I'm just gonna keep it basic. I'm a pretty basic person.
Yeah, right. Do you have hearts for a top stitch?
I didn't see it. I don't think I have that in this machine.
Barb, mine is the 40, I believe. I wish I had the 50. If I'd have known then what I know now, the 50 will do a larger hoop than the 40. Mine still does 6 by 10, but the 50 does, I think, a little bit larger than that. Hey, Ashita. But I still love mine. It's just, the extra size in the hoop would be nice. But I also got mine for a, clearance price because they had come out with the next model and they were trying to get rid of the 40s.
Almost done, maybe. I didn't go that far over. I probably should have, but it's going to be great, Marilyn.
It's going to be really great. Great, great, great. Now I have to think about this next step.
Okay.
Make sure yes. It is like this. Okay. What top soap you want? I didn't write down any of the rest of the instructions, but I think I know.
I bet you know.
I can always sew mine first in case I messed it up.
I bet you know. You ready?
I'm ready. Okay. So the next step is to find the center. And so I'm going to fold mine over so that the two ends meet. And then I'm going to go ahead and just do a light crease in the middle. And then I'm going to open it back up.
like crease.
After that, you're going to fold your fabric up to that crease, but I saw two ways to do this. Some people have theirs just meet, and we're going to flip this inside out so it'll look pretty later. Some people have the two sides just meet together. Some people overlap them by about the width of the trim that you can see on the other side. I really didn't cut mine very well. I'm going to overlap it a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, then we are going to sew on the sides. So the open ends, we're going to sew on those. And mine is so, my cutting wasn't square at all. So I'm going to have to sew in a 1/4 inch from my shortest piece of fabric. So hopefully my Kleenex thing fits inside.
Marilyn. Watch.
And I want to go ahead and have a clip on top of where they come together. Oh, hush. Just hold that tight.
Okay. And we're just sewing.
Yep,
okay.
We're just going to sew down that side. Oh, got to plug my sewing machine back in. Okay, so if any of you can see, this fabric on top is shorter than the bottom one. So I'm going to do a 1/4 inch in from the shortest piece. So of course my allowance down here is going to be a lot more than a 1/4 inch. But I don't want it coming apart. Now, got my thread wound in the wrong place. I need a longer cord for my foot pedal. Hopefully nobody can see my feet because I just took my shoe off. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of stitching, then a back stitch. I'm going to try to go straight. And I didn't plan for this to happen, but as I'm doing this, I'm noticing that I think it's best if you're sewing over the piece that's on top so that you're not sewing against the piece. I don't know if that makes sense. Kind of like when you're taping a tumbler. You don't want to pull the tape against the seam. You want to go with the seam. So now, so that I'm going on the top piece this way, I'm going to have to sew from the other side. I don't know if it would matter, but I feel like it probably will come out a little more smooth if you do it that way. What do the professional seamstresses in the chat think? You think that matters? Oh, I didn't have my thread long enough. Oh, great. Watching me thread a needle is quite humorous.
You got this, man.
Quite humorous sometimes. So I'll try it a couple times, and then if I can't get it, I'm going to move the camera so you can't see. Come on, get lucky. Go through there. And this is why my mom used to have me thread her needles. There did come a time when she had me threading her needles. Okay, I got it threaded. Patrice, your machine must be really, really quiet.
Can you hear it?
No, I don't hear it at all.
That's strange. I've been sewing.
You sure you're not just using like some fabric glue?
I mean, I do have fabric glue now that I could use. I certainly could just go ahead and glue it together. That would be ideal.
Okay. Harder to sew with fabric on the inside like that. If you're worried about sewing straight, take your ruler and marking pen and draw straight. That's a good idea. I should have been marking that since the ink comes off. I never thought of that. So what Naomi was saying, if you're worried about sewing straight lines, go ahead and take your ruler and mark it with that marking pen. Okay, so now is when I was supposed to use these scissors, not that last time.
Okay, so what are we doing now? We're cutting it?
We're just going to cut down a little bit of the bulk. And I'm using these scissors to keep my thread from fraying, or my fabric from fraying. And we're almost done. Now here's where some people do the boxed corners and they turn it like that and they sew across it, but I'm going to see how it turns out without it.
Okay.
I am going to go ahead and use my straight scissors, cut a tiny bit of the corners off.
Not cutting the stitch.
Nope.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Corner. Right, now we're going to inside out.
Good one. There's another good hint. Put a piece of painter's tape on the measurement line you need to keep your sewing plate. It can be helpful in keeping your material straight. That's a great idea too. Okay. Yes, true. Okay, so let's see what yours looks like so far.
Oh, I'm trying to get inside out. Let me see.
Oh, okay. I haven't turned mine yet. Okay, so now we're turning them and poking out those corners. And that's the entire project.
Oh, we can make 2 of these real quick now.
Isn't that nice? Yes.
So cute.
Awesome. So the bunnies are the way they should be versus, like, I was afraid if they went this way, some would be upside down while the others were not upside down. Okay, so here's what it looks like if you don't separate it. I need to poke my corners out a little bit. What do I have to do that? I'm just going to use the ink pen, kind of turn those out a little bit better without ripping my fabric. Thank you guys for all the hints and tips and suggestions. There we go. Now, let's see if my Kleenex fits in there. Oh my. This looks like, okay, I think it's going to fit. I think maybe I should have had it a little wider. Maybe it's because I got off on my cutting.
No, it's fine.
And yeah, and the thing is like this tissue thing is full. And as you start using some.
It's so cute.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Like, some people made them bigger and I thought there was too much excess fabric. I was like, well, when you start using them, it's going to be really loose.
Yeah.
I feel like this one could be a little bit smaller from side to side, not from top to bottom, because that is a nice snug fit.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the length could have been shortened. I'll bet by about a half, well, yeah, maybe a half inch. This next one, I'm going to shorten it, see how that turns out. But here it is.
I think that's super adorable.
I do too. And so darn easy to make.
Yep.
So if you box your corners, it would look more tailored. I don't know if it's worth it or not. But super cute.
Super cute.
Yes, you could even embroider on it before you do the sewing. Let's see. Next time, put a tab to put a D-ring to put on a keychain. I saw people talking about that you could put tabs in them, or, you know, the fabric tag, or you could put hardware on them so that you could hang it off your purse or whatever you wanted. You know, if you carry a purse and you want them hanging on the outside. But I don't foresee me using it that way. But I like the overlap, because a lot of them, they met up. Well, that's pretty cute too. They met up like that. Maybe I'll do slightly less overlap this time. All right, Patrice, what fabric are you using next? You're going to try your faux leather?
I have faux leather, and then I'm going to try that polyester leather or the polyester fabric that I have.
Okay. Yeah, well, you go at your speed, because literally you'll probably have one done by the time I get my fabric cut out.
I don't know if I even remember what I'm doing.
All right.
I'll try to go, but
I'll help you along the way. I just don't want me to hold you back, because you are much faster at all this than I am.
I'm not. But
okay, so this time I'm going to change. I'm going to do 5.5 by 7.5. And I'm going to do 5.5 by 6.5 and see if I like it. I think I'd like it a little bit better without all this excess on the sides. And it might differ based on the brand of tissues you buy. I don't know. So this one's going to be 5.5 by 6.5. Ooh, this is pretty squared off. I still need to make some more plate cozies or bowl cozies.
No, we haven't made bowl cozies in a long time.
And
it's fall going into winter. This is the perfect time for us.
It is. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, when I bought my fabric at Walmart, I sent you all the pictures of my fabric with my corresponding thread, and then I made one. And I have 2 different colors of fabric to use, or 2 different sets of fabric to use. So yeah, that sounds good. And then the pencil pouch or the makeup pouch that we made when the electricity went off. I'd like to do another one of those.
We can do another one.
Okay, so Linda, the first one that I did 5.5 by 8 for the lining, 5.5 by 7 for the main fabric. This one, I'm going to make them a 1/2 inch shorter and see if it takes up some of that excess slack. Oh, good, Naomi. So Gail has the stuffing for the bowl cozies, just not the fabric. Hey, Danny. Yeah. Evelyn, I do too. I love the bowl cozies, not only for hot stuff, but for ice cream. Ooh, this is a nice square corner, so I don't really have to worry about that corner. Okay, so 5.5 by 6.5. What do your next fabrics look like, Patrice?
For the faux leather, I'm using like some mermaid looking fabric with some
Cute.
flower lining. It'll be interesting.
That'll be cute. So I'm hoping that next time we do a sewing project, I actually have bought one of those clear rulers. That'll be on my to-do list.
Yes.
I look on Amazon, it's like there's so many of them
to choose from. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's a nice 3 set though that is a pretty good price. Okay, so 6.5 by 5.5. Perfect. What would really be perfect is if I knew where my rotary cutter was.
So once we do it like this, Marilyn, what do we do next? We turn it inside out? Like once we do the 2 sides, then we flip it inside out or right side out?
Yes. No. Sew your seam or iron your seams down.
Oh. Next step.
Then you're going to flip it inside out.
I don't know how this is going to iron with the faux leather, but we'll see.
Oh, do you have one of those pressing bone things? Just press it with that on the non-faux leather side.
You think I should cut some of it off since I'm using faux leather? Put some of that.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Because that's going to be a little. We'll see what happens. We'll work.
So then when you're done, oh, you're still ironing. Okay.
Yeah. Like, I'm not going to be able to iron the faux leather, though. Just
right.
It's fine.
And I've seen people just use these wood things instead of irons.
Just going to cut it a little. It's going to be great.
Great. Really, really great.
What?
So if anyone's making these, please post your pictures on our Facebook groups. We'd love to see your take on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fun thing about so many of these things is people do them and they use all different fabrics and they look so different.
Yep. Yep. I think these are really cute and easy to make.
And take very little fabric.
Yep. Very, very little.
Okay, so this one I'm doing 5.5 by 7.5. So
All right. So I'm going to flip it inside out now.
okay, so you're flipping it inside out, and then you're going to find the center by folding it in half. Well, first make sure that your 2 trim pieces are about equal.
Okay. And I'm supposed to iron it, but
yeah. How'd you like your top stitch? How'd that turn out?
I like the top stitch. See? It just
oh yeah.
That
is so cute. I love your fabrics.
Thank you, Marilyn.
You're welcome.
That's all I could find. I need to get. Oh, I'm gonna top stitch this one too, I think.
Yeah, I'll bet. Especially without ironing, that'll be really nice. Okay, so that was 5.5, and I need to go 6.5 this way.
Yeah, I'm gonna top stitch it. But the way I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna top stitch it. I'm gonna Press it from the back. Full leather.
Oh, okay. So I have a Facebook group and she has a Facebook group. Let me see if I can find the links to those. Okay, so this first one will be Patrice's.
Thank you for sharing your baby.
You're welcome. And then if somebody doesn't mind, just making sure that works. Hey, Rougie.
Hey, Miss Ruth.
And then the second one will be mine. And both of these, you have to go through. Well, Patrice, do you have, like, you have to accept them after they answer the questions and all that good stuff? Okay. And then mine, because I have a lot of people that try to promote their own stuff, like their own businesses or their own channels. And really what this is for people that are making crafts to ask questions, to show off their crafts. It's not really meant to be a business Facebook group. So mine, I think Eve had to go to this recently too. Mine requires approval for the post. So you won't see it post immediately.
Yeah.
And if it's something where you're promoting your business or anything like that, then he's not going to push that through either. Okay, hopefully I cut this the right size. If not, I do have plenty of fabric to use on this one. Not on that last one. Okay, so I will fold this up later. For now, just put it back there. Let's see if I didn't do something right. Oh my goodness.
What's wrong?
Oh, that was supposed to be 5.5 by 7.5. Okay, I'll keep this one for a red one. I cut it the wrong size.
Oh. You gotta cut it down.
No, I cut them both the small size.
Oh.
Yeah, if I'd have cut them both the big size, I could have, but I had to make the worst mistake.
Okay, Mira Beer. Okay.
No good mistakes for the day, just a bad mistake. Okay, so this little edge here has the holes and the stuff. I think, is that called selvage? The selvage? Salvage, where sometimes some companies even print their brand name there.
I guess. I don't know. I've heard the term before. I don't remember.
Okay.
Uh-oh. This might be too thick with this one.
Good thing you didn't cut it shorter.
True.
It'll work. It's like those tiny little things that we flip inside out. Okay, 6.5. Marilyn, 6.5, not 5.5. 6.5 that way. 5.5 this way.
I think I like it overlapping. Like I like the overlap over. Like when you meet it.
Yeah.
Middle. I think I like that.
I do too. I really like the overlap. I am going to overlap a tiny bit less than I did last time, but I like the overlap.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to stitch this down and see how it's going to look. I'm gonna go slow because it is so thick. When I folded it in half, it's gonna be a little bit thicker than when you're using it this way. It's fine.
Okay, so she says the strips with branding is the selvage.
Strips it completely yours.
Okay. And so like on this piece, it's not branded there, but it is, there's holes in it. I don't know if that's from the process of making it, but it's nasty looking. Oh, okay. She said that's how the fabric is attached to the loom for weaving in the factory. Now it makes sense. It would be interesting to visit a fabric factory.
To see the whole process.
Mm-hmm.
It would be pretty cool. It would be pretty cool. Finally, you took me off the big screen. I was wondering what was going on, but
you're just so cute.
I think it's so strange.
So cute. Just wanted to leave you there. Oh, you know what, Patrice? You never told us earlier. Somebody asked for was it Elevate Artistry or EJ's daughter? Asked for the colors of the stones in our shirts. And I forgot to have you tell us.
Oh.
In your demure fashion.
Yes. Very. So when I went into the Dollar Tree store, the guy at the cash register was like, the cashier was like, "Does your shirt say demure?" And I was like, "Yes." Oh, it was so funny. He was like, "I didn't even know that was a real word." People didn't.
Well, all of a sudden people are saying it so much. I had no idea why until you or Delonda talked about the short. Mm-hmm. I was like, I don't know what short they're talking about, but I found one. It was a lady talking about her clothes or makeup, I think maybe.
Yeah.
Does that sound right?
Yeah, she was like getting ready, like her day. Like she was just.
Yes.
Yeah. She was very much demure.
And it's like, oh, okay. So that's why it became a big word all of a sudden.
Yeah. And then somebody like trademarked it, not her.
Isn't that crazy?
People are so
word. How do you trademark a word?
Yeah, well, they trademarked the phrase "very demure."
Oh, very demure. Okay.
You can't trademark demure, but when you start putting stuff together, people try to. But it wasn't even theirs to do that. Like people are.
Right. So that's why yours says, "Oh, so demure."
Yes, you have to know. Demure. Demure is not trademarked, but you have to change it up a little bit.
Oh, if we have the money to trademark everything we do.
Every single thing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Because that's what people say, trademark it. Well, I think that's a few $100s.
Yes.
And I might make, $60 on my template. So I'd be losing money to trademark stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep. People will just go and steal your stuff.
Yep. That's right. We know. Unfortunately.
It's all good.
Isn't it, Kristen? It does seem that. Okay, it was Up Design. So Up Design.
Oh, I still didn't say the colors on my shirt.
I'll make her big so that she'll tell us the colors.
All right. So for this shirt I made this on Friday night. If you want to see me make it, when I showed the stones and the colors, I used Orm Dorado for Oso and the outline. I used Labrador for the stars And then for the top part of the word demure, I used Champagne AB, and the bottom I used Rose Gold.
I love how it turned out.
Thank you, Marilyn. Me too.
Love it, love it, love it.
Me too.
Okay, we're going to remove that for a little bit because I made such a stupid mistake and I don't want you guys to see it.
Uh-uh.
Uh-huh.
What'd you do?
Patrice, is so humiliating to tell it.
What did you do?
I made a second one the same size.
What were you thinking?
What was I thinking? I wasn't thinking.
It's okay. Don't be hard.
What's wrong with me today?
Nothing's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong. Maybe that's just your you should make it that size.
I kept looking at this. Oh, you can't see. I kept looking at the bottom dimension thinking it's the second one I'm doing. That's what I need to do.
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
It's crazy. It's bad enough to do it once and then do it twice.
It's okay. Don't be hard on yourself.
How would you react if you did that?
I would just keep going.
You would say, yeah.
Yes. And then just, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Third time's a charm.
Yep.
Hey,
Great.
7.5 by 5.5, not 6.5 by 5.5.
Sharon said, Marilyn, stop cutting the size.
Oh. Oh. Lita, thank you. Okay. 7.5. There we go. 7.5. By 5.5.
So the faux leather one, it stitched fine. Like when I did it, I'm just turning the corners right now.
You're fast.
No, you picked a really good project.
It is a really quick project once you cut out your fabric the correct way.
So this is my second one. I did like mermaid scales and I used faux leather, but I used a little bit of flour. I could have used something else, maybe like something glittery, but I didn't want to use 2 pieces of faux leather. So I just used regular cotton on the inside, but it came out pretty good.
That is cute.
And that's our
like it.
And then that's the inside with the little flowers. Now the flowers look like a Kleenex box anyway. This fabric, Kleenex box. But those are my. So I'm gonna make one more. I'm gonna use that fabric that I made last night, for the fanny pack.
Yeah. So you'll have your matching tissue thingy.
Yeah. This is faux leather. So that would last. So for everybody who went faux leather craze, here we can use faux leather too.
Delonda.
But she doesn't have her sewing machine, and you
have to break out that sewing machine in the secret location.
Yep. Thanks, y'all. Hey, Miss Tracy. All right. Thank you, Evie. All right, so I'm gonna make another one really quick. I gotta change out my thread.
Do you already have your fabric cut for it?
Yep.
Dang it, you're gonna beat me.
I'm not.
Okay. The good news is I did cut the correct size this time.
Yay.
Third time was indeed the charm. So I'm going to have to make a couple of boring, just plain red with a cute trim color tissue pouches sometime.
Yep. Then you will have to because you have it cut out. So you might as well.
Matter of fact, yeah, no, I can't use them together because they're both the same size. Darn it.
Mm.
Take 2 yardsticks to make a template, the pattern you need, and then you would. I thought about cutting out some cardstock or even some scrap wood with the laser. That were those 2 sizes. One lady I watched, she did have a template. She just zipped around it. It was really nice and fast. And if I were making a bunch of these for an event, a pop-up shop, a craft show, or if I had, you know, a ton of grandkids and all that, and I was making them each one for Christmas, I probably would do a template. And even just making a few, a cardstock template would be inexpensive. Just put your ruler down on top of the cardstock, but not have to do everything I did.
Let's hope I remember how to do it now.
I'll bet you will.
Memories.
So now that I'm on my second one and she's on her third one, who was it that said they were going to do it once we got to the second one?
Sharon.
Hey, Almond Brown. Was it Sharon?
I remember it was Sharon. Wasn't it Sharon?
Was it Sharon Davenport?
No, I think it was Sharon Jordan.
Oh.
That you that said that? I think so, Marilyn.
It might have been.
Sometimes I'm good at remembering certain things, but I thought it was Sharon Jordan.
Sharon, are you making one? Hey, Robin. So somebody said, Adelaida said, give it to a child and see what they use it for. It would be interesting. Cardstock. Oh, okay. So that's what she meant, was cardstock, not a yardstick. I know that autocorrect sometimes is crazy. Hey, Cynthia, welcome. Oops. Naomi, great idea about the cutting mats. Oh, yes. The flexible ones like we put rhinestone templates on. Cut those out. Okay, so this red fabric is the same on both sides, so I don't really have a bad side or a good side. But if anyone, Sharon, if you're doing this with us, okay. She's still out. We'll make them post later. Sounds good. Linda, were you going to make one? Bueller, anyone?
I cannot with that, Marilyn. Why? Why?
You know, if you said that to your kids at school, they would have no clue what in the world you're talking about. Not that you would ever do that.
They would have no clue. I say they have no clue about it.
All right, guess I'll add my table back. So here's my 2 pieces. Now on this one, so the red is 5.5 by 7.5. And then the main fabric is 5.5 by 6.5. We're going to see if I like the size of this one or if I would stick with the measurements that I used before. I feel like I'm going to like this one better. But I don't know. It might be so tight that it wants to push open the little tissue holder.
You're going to love it, Marilyn.
I should change out my thread color, but I'm not.
What's your third color?
Gray. Okay, I think I'm being better this time, going more straight. So is anyone doing anything special for Labor Day? We're going to cook out hamburgers this evening, and my son will be here.
Nice.
But that's about as special as it gets. Uh-oh, let's see. Oh, Shay Shay is at her second Walmart today.
Oh,
Okay, so Linda Gray says she'll do it after she finishes the bowl cozy she's working on.
nice.
Naomi, it is driving me crazy to keep measuring and cutting. I definitely would much prefer to be able to just cut around something. Ooh, Kelly's on her way home from the beach.
Nice.
Kelly, do you live near the beach and you're coming home? Did you go there just for the day, or were you on a long weekend trip? My daughter was at the beach all week. She lives in North Carolina, and she and some of her friends got an Airbnb and went to some beach. I don't even know what beach she went to. When we went down to visit, we went to one called Wrightsville, I think. But I don't think that's where she went.
She went away for a little bit, but she stayed in North Carolina.
You what?
She went away for a little bit, or she stayed home and then went to an Airbnb?
No, she went, I think she said it was like 2.5 hours or so to where they went. 2.5 or 3, something like that. And then like some of the people she knows, they don't really drive. Mm-hmm. So she and one of the girls who's from St. Louis were going to drive the two. They were getting rental vehicles. Because if you live here, you're driving.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's nothing to do. We don't have taxis. I guess there's probably somebody that'll do an Uber here in town, but you can walk anywhere you need to go where I live.
Oh, then. So you don't have, like, not a lot of people do Uber there.
No, I said I imagine there's somebody that would do an Uber, that would be an Uber driver, but I don't know. I've never checked it out.
Gotcha, Mary Bear. We're overloaded with Uber drivers here. Like, just people get off of work and they Uber.
Uh-huh.
Like, literally.
One of my friends that goes on all these camping, he doesn't go on all of them. There's only one couple that goes on all of them, but there's this one guy who he and his wife go on quite a few of them. And he works all day, and then he does Walmart deliveries. Like, he'll pick up
like Instacart
food. I don't know. Like, if you bought from Walmart and you didn't want to go pick it up yourself, I guess it's kind of like the deal dash of grocery shopping.
Yeah. That's kind of what I do.
Yeah.
So we have Publix, like the grocery store, we have Instacart. And so they'll just bring you your groceries. Or you can go pick it up too.
Uh-huh.
It's up to you. But
yeah. During COVID, that's mainly what I did was I'd order and pick it up. But all those, it's probably, so maybe, I don't know what site it's through, but all the people that do their online orders for pickup, he goes and he sits in the stall where those people would show up, and then he delivers it to them. Because one day Tim and I ran into him in the stall, and he loves to talk. And Tim loves to talk. We're standing there, they're talking. Hi, Tracy Johnson. Hey, Stacy. And finally, I was like, I'm going inside. You guys just talk as long as you want. But, he was just waiting on the groceries to show up so he could deliver them. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to get my stuff and go home.
You're like, yeah, I'm over it.
Mm-hmm. Probably somebody was on live I wanted to watch.
Marilyn. That's like me, like, Nobody, I don't wait to see like what's on TV. Like I'm not looking to see what's on TV. I'm like, oh, who's on live today?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only time I really kind of pay attention to what's on TV are Friday and Saturday nights when it's the new, Datelines and 48 Hours and all those. And I'll DVR them because I'd rather watch a live while it's live and then just be able to zip through the commercials of those shows.
Sounds about right, Mirror Bears. Sounds about right.
And there's this one guy, I don't know if you saw, just within the last week, he was found guilty of murdering somebody. All I remember is he's bald and he attacked a reporter.
Oh, he did?
What's funny is I saw the 48 Hours or the Dateline on it before they had the trial. So when I saw that on the news, I recognized him from being from Dateline or 48 Hours, but I didn't watch any of the trial.
I haven't watched a good trial in a while. I used to watch the trial. Like I used to watch the trials from beginning to the end.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched it. The last one was Alex. No, I didn't. I watched another one, maybe two after that. I haven't been watching the trial.
I know you watched what's their names? The McSomebodies. They were from a town in the South, and they like owned the town. And then his son wrecked a boat and killed somebody.
The Murdochs. Alex.
Murdochs. Yes. That was such a crazy family.
Yes. The whole thing was crazy.
Yes. That poor one son that's left that, as far as we know, hadn't done anything wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what it looks like after I ironed the seams and flipped it right side out. So I want to try to get about an equal amount of red on both sides. Once I do, I'm going to go ahead and iron that down.
That's going to be so pretty.
I think that's going to be really, really cute. I love anything animal print almost.
Really cute.
Thanks, Stacy. Stacy says, get those thumbs up, please. And thank you.
Thanks. All right. It's looking so good.
You're probably about done with your third one, aren't you?
Yeah, I gotta stitch this.
Yeah. You have to stitch what?
The sides. That's it.
And you did a top stitch on that one too?
Mm-hmm. I like the top stitch, but I should have made one without the top stitch, so I could see if I like it like that. Just think, if the top stitch, if you're trying to make a lot of these at once, you could maybe reduce your time by not having the top stitch. So it's totally up to like what you're going to be doing.
And I just realized there is no thread exposed. So if you're doing a bunch of these with different fabrics, if you use either white or black thread, you probably could get away with just leaving that in because no thread is exposed.
Yeah.
Okay, so I found the center. I'm just going to move this to about the center, slightly beyond the center. Fold this one over, overlap. Wait a minute.
What's wrong?
I'm not doing this right.
Why? You folded over, so you folded the other way. That's going to be your outside, right?
Yeah, how did I forget to do these already?
So you folded the other way. Which one is going to be your outside and what's going to be your inside?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, so you folded the...
So I go like this?
No. Fold it back how you had it. So instead of folding it inwards where the lining is, you're going to fold it. Remember, you're going to fold it just like that. You're going to fold your halves so that right side and move it to the left. Yes, that's how it goes.
I really had a little brain fart there. I was like, wait a minute.
I know.
A minute. That doesn't make sense. But I'm just It's not second nature to me. I don't understand patterns and all that so well.
You got this. You've been a great instructor today.
I did better on the first one than this one.
You know what threw you off? It's the sizing. Like you just because
You know what threw me off was cutting one piece of fabric 3 times.
Yes, you went rogue trying to do a new size, and that's what. So it's fine.
Oh, good. Linda's starting the project.
Awesome.
Okay. Last step. Now you would have thread exposed with that top stitch, but if you're doing a few, you know, and you want to do the top stitch, great. But like Patrice said, if you're doing a whole bunch of these, if you want to save some time, and if you don't do the top stitch, then no thread is exposed. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Tracy. Okay, I think I did a little better on cutting my fabrics the same size this time. I have really enjoyed doing these little sewing projects.
Me too. You always find the best projects, Meryl.
I think we should do an envelope pillow made from Halloween fabric or Christmas fabric or thankful fabric, something that's theme related.
I'm down with that.
Because those envelope pillow covers, you know, you can store so many of them in a little bitty space. So you just make the envelope cover and then one pillow that goes in all of them. And basically what we're doing today is the same thing. It's just a tiny version. So we can use this same process, just have the fabric bigger.
I'm down for that.
So if we have the same size of pillow insert, then we could do that.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Turn out cute?
I think so. I gotta wait. All right, so the polyester canvas fabric, it's fine. This is one where I probably should have had like a like everybody was saying, like with the keychain.
Mm-hmm.
I should have put a loop on here. That's what I should have did, but it's all good.
Linda Gray, when you do yours, are you going to put a D-ring or a loop on? Because I think she's the one that even brought it up. All right, the sewing part's over.
All done.
Oh, Cassandra already did one and posted it on Facebook. Awesome. I'm excited to see it.
I'm gonna go look for it in a second and then share it with everybody here.
Let's see, I didn't make them yet, but I did make the templates out of those plastic cutting boards. Sewing machines are in the other room. My computer is in what I call the cutting room. Awesome. We'll make them and then post them on our Facebook groups. We want to see be some good ideas. Yeah, last night when you and Delonda were doing yours and Shay Shay, or was that the night before when you were? No, that was last night. Hers was so cute.
It was so cute.
And customized.
She's gonna put her name on it. I mean,
it's gonna have pink and it's gonna have her name.
That's her name. That's it.
And I love pink.
Oh, this came out so nice.
I'm kind of liking these zigzag scissors.
You see a difference using them?
I don't know, but they're fun.
as long as you like them, that's all.
Cute. That's cute.
Oh, it came out really good. Oh, this came out so good.
Okay, I gotta make you big.
Oh, hold on. I gotta get my fanny pack because I'm gonna wear it to work. All right. Let me turn this off before I try to make another one. Okay, so remember my fanny pack from last night?
Yes.
Well, I had leftover material, and I made one of these with the leftover material.
And look at how your words ended up in just a perfect place.
Right? Like how? And see the back?
Well, yeah.
But it's fine. Nobody knows if you flip it like that. You flip it. But I love it. Like I have a matching set. So this is something that you can do. I'm trying to convince Marilyn to make a fanny pack so that we could sew. We want to sew a fanny pack. And then we could like have like extra little things. This can fit inside of the bag too. But if you had the loop, you could do, you could maybe loop it on here some way where like you could have it like here or whatever.
That's cute.
I
love it. So cute.
Excellent project, Marilyn.
Thanks. I'm trying to remember what I first talked. Oh, I know what I first talked about. We'll have to do those coming up too.
Did I use Tracy? Oh wait, Tracy, you answered a question. You asked, what did Tracy say? I did. So I subbed it. Hold on, I didn't even see. Oh no, I can't see the chat. Yeah, I did. So this was fabric. I subbed this fabric last night, and I just had that. I had some left over. I have another piece left over. I can make some more. Marilyn,
you can make a little coin purse.
Yeah.
And look, and a lip balm holder.
Yep.
Or even coordinating like some of the colors in it for your lip balm holder.
Yep.
A leash for the inside. Everybody loves it.
Thanks, everyone.
Let's see, what's this? How about making a thread catcher for throwing away thread clipping or other sewing debris? I haven't seen those.
Put that on our list.
Cool. Okay, so here's my second one. Turned out really cute. Again, some people just butt them up against each other like that, but I like the overlap. So let's see if I can stuff. This might be a tight fit. Let's see if I can stuff one of these in there.
First, I add a grommet in the corner, and then I think I'm going to do that. Chris.
Thanks, Tracy.
With a claw.
I like this size.
You like that size better?
I do. I like this size. It doesn't have as much extra. I mean, this one's fine too. But see all this, oops, I pulled it apart. See all this excess fabric on the side?
It's snug.
This one, and this is with a whole thing of Kleenexes. So it's only going to get smaller from here.
That looks so good, man.
I like that. It's snug. Yeah, if you didn't overlap, then it'd be like that. And if it's too snug, it would want to do that because even with the overlap, Well, it
I love it.
pulls apart a tiny bit, but not much. I like it. Now, next time I'll make one, I want to try to do those
Corners.
boxed corners. I think.
I like those two, like the prints together.
Thank you.
That looks good.
And I'm not going to do it now, but you can still box these corners. Again, I'm not going to do it now because I'd probably make a fool of myself. But I know you kind of turn it this way. And then Claudia said, make sure you measure the same amount on all four corners. So here's my corner. You pull it like this to square off the corners. And so you sew across and then clip it off.
Can you repeat the sizes of the one that you like?
Yes. So the sizes, and I'll probably go back under my video and even say I made a second one with these other sizes, and I actually liked it better because it is snug. Because once half of these are gone, might want to like fall out of this. It wouldn't. It'd be fine. But so the dimensions of the one I liked best. The liner fabric is 5.5 by 7.5. Your liner fabric is going to be the larger one because it has to not only line it, but also trim out your other piece. And then my main fabric was 5.5 by 6.5. So if you want to screenshot that, here, I'll put the whole thing in. Hold on. If you're really interested, if you want to screenshot, then you can have both sets. And that word is supposed to be the word lining, even though it's hard to tell. Thank you. All right. Okay, thanks, Tracy. I probably need to try to box something that's larger to start with, like a tote, and not a teeny tiny little thing like this. But I do feel like that could have some value. If you're doing a bunch of them, though, I would not take the time to do that because these are perfectly fine without it. Go ahead and put my Kleenexes back in, and then we'll show them one more time, and then we're done.
Yep.
We've been here over 2 hours.
Huh?
We have been over 2 hours on here. You're welcome, Evelyn.
And we made a few of them. Like we were done fairly quickly. So
yeah, the sewing part is super fast. And if we had a template like some people in the chat were talking about, it would be really fast. But here are my two. I don't like that coming apart like that. There we go.
it looks so
See, this one is slimmer. See, this one's wider.
Yeah.
And then let's see, Patrice's.
So I made 3. This is my first one. And this is all cotton. I like it. And so with the cotton material, you can like turn it a lot easier. You see how my corners are nice and poked out very nicely. So you'll see with the other one. So this is the faux leather. This material right here is faux leather. And then you have, this is the back. And then my inside is a little flower print. And then for this one, I love this one because it's like it has my school logo on it. And then and so for this one, I used, this is a canvas polyester material that I subbed onto. And then the inside is just regular black fabric. I think it came out really nice.
Oh, I like that lining. Yeah, that looks good.
It matches my fanny pack. Super cute. Super, super duper. Oh, it's upside down. Super duper duper cute. That's it.
Kristen says you've made cute tissue packs and I've grilled a turkey. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
We appreciate it. All right, so I'm not sure when our next Crafternoon is. This summer we did about 4 in a row or 3 in a row when we were both off work. This is the first time we've done it in a month. And I don't foresee getting back to every week, but we'll do it occasionally. So I hope you guys show up. Hope you had a good time today. For anyone, hey Lena Doyle, for anyone who makes one, please post them in our Facebook groups. We would love to see them.
Did somebody post it already? I want to show
Let
it.
me go look. Cassandra, I think. I'm going to go look too. And my fabric was just the thin, like, I don't know what this, cotton, like a quilter's fabric maybe.
Oh, Cassandra, girl, that's so cute. Hold on. Let me go back to her. I gotta go back.
Let me see if it's not. I don't think.
Hers looks very, very classy, very demure. Look.
Okay, I gotta see it because I don't think she was posting it in mine. That is cute.
The ring on it.
Mm-hmm. That looks really nice.
Wow.
So that fabric, what is the fabric? It looks gray. Is it sparkly?
It has like some little dots. See the fabric?
Oh, now I see it. Yeah, like a floral.
That looks really good.
That's really cute.
Girl. This don't look like the one I did. I think it looks great.
I do too. Kristen says, time to look for some fat quarters. All right, Kristen.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that this Thursday I might come back and do this same shirt that I did. I really, really, really want to try this in pinks. So I'm going to do like maybe white around the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe neon white AB, because that's not just solid white. It has sparkly. And then I want to do jet hematite for dark gray. I'm going to do like you did, where the outline's the same as one on the inside. So I need 4 colors. So white, gray, light pink, dark pink.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be cute.
Mm.
It's not fall at all, but I love it.
White, gray, light pink, and dark pink.
Yeah.
Like rose, or are you talking about like magenta?
Maybe magenta. Maybe magenta. Either magenta or rose or fuchsia. Is there a fuchsia?
There's fuchsia.
Yeah, I have fuchsia. And
fuchsia.
Then the light pink, maybe light rose, but that might be too close to the white. I don't know. I gotta think about it.
It may look good. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
That's good. And jet hematite with the pinks.
Yes. Because I want to mimic that hat. So I want to do camo like this. And this is kind of a gray tan. And I think the jet hematite could work for that.
I think you're going to have to go with rose and light rose.
You think so?
Yeah. If you want to get out and match it so we could give you our opinion if you're looking for our opinion.
I do. You know, WWD. I think you're right. Because look at these colors. I mean, that's not super dark.
Yeah.
And then to have contrast between the rose and the jet hematite, if I did magenta, there wouldn't be as much. I don't know, but I want to mimic that.
I think because that magenta is just super pink.
Yeah.
That's more like rose and light.
Yeah. That's what I'll do.
And then
I'll do. Really and I'll either do.
What happened to her? Oh.
I don't know what went on. It just kind of did that. What color t-shirt will I use? That is a good question. Probably black. Because it's going to show up really pretty on black. Mm-hmm. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I might change my mind between now and Thursday, but that's kind of maybe what I'll do. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to do the same shirt 2 weeks in a row.
Why? First of all, Marilyn, it is almost fall. So you can do that for a good little minute now because it's almost fall.
Good little minute.
Yep.
All right. Well, Patrice, thank you so much for coming on. It was crafter fun.
It was. It's fun. Thank you for inviting me on today.
I always enjoy it when we can craft together.
Me too.
So will you fill it camo style? Yes. So this design is camo. It's camo style already. So yes, I'll fill it camo style with something similar to those.
Do you have a design in only like you have the camo fill, but do you also have it in solid fill?
No, but the layers they started as one layer, and then I hand selected for the camo. And so if you would want, you could do the whole inside, just weld those, or whatever the word would be in Romeo, whatever software you're using, but combine all the camo parts into one, just cut it as one layer, and then do the outline and the word, and you would be able to do that. Maybe I could show that too.
Yep. Maybe.
That's a good idea. All right.
Somebody may want to see that.
And I think maybe Gail, during the live, even brought that up and asked if that would work. And since it was originally one layer and I just hand selected it, it would work perfectly fine. Jim says, so upset I couldn't even sneak and watch today, only listen.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, thanks, Dims. All right, well, I'm going to let you go. And I'll see. Are you coming on Tuesday?
Yeah, that's tomorrow. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. Not sure what we're going to do.
Oh, yeah, it is tomorrow, isn't it?
My goodness.
Let's see. What is my Etsy channel? I cannot find it. Okay. So it is, let me see if I can find it. Dimps is at work. So see if I can find it. And then Patrice has a ton. Patrice, you can put your channel, your store in.
No, they asked for your store.
They want yours as much as mine.
No.
Yes.
Marilyn's channel is Marilyn's Merch Burke.
Not really. Not really. Close. Marilyn's Merc.
You gotta make sure you say Merc.
Merc.
Yes.
Oh, thanks, Dimps. Okay, so now I'll go find yours. Dimps is ahead. I know she's going to put yours in here. So I'm going to just wait a few seconds and see. Ooh, my hair is a mess.
Your hair is not a mess.
Well, it was. Yeah.
It was hanging over?
Mm-hmm.
It's fine, Marilyn.
At least I combed it today. Yes, Tea Flames, the fall one is. And there, Dimps got your shop in there. Thank you, Dimps. I appreciate it. Yeah, one of my first lives, I went in the bathroom and I'll kind of curl or straighten my hair and then spray it. And then I wait for the spray to dry and I'll run around and do other things. I literally came in here and didn't comb it. So it looked like silly to me. I don't know that you could really notice it so much, but it yeah.
No.
So I have to go by a little list before I go live now. Like, make sure your hair's combed.
You have to check that you go, okay, this is done.
Yeah, I do have it over there. I don't really look at it so much anymore, but just all the things like muting your second one, putting like I'll put some earbud cord in so the second one can't cause echoes. Remember to monetize, which I don't think I did today. I don't think I monetized this.
Are you okay? We need to get out. Marilyn's not feeling all that good right now. It's her drink.
Oh my goodness. No, my throat is so dry. Okay. Lena says your hair's fine. All right. Thank you guys for coming in. We will see you tomorrow night on Patrice's channel.
Thanks, Edie and Dempsey, for dropping my
Yes. Thank you. All right. Bye. See you later.